Hello, let's play a bunch of daily word games. Today's bonus game is Cell Tower, so let's start with Tower. All right, the right word has nothing, so let's get some good letters out of that. I'm thinking slang gets some good letters. Ooh, it sure did. Let's give that some thought. Like, it could be lanky. It's tempting just to guess that. But I also feel like these are common enough letters that it could be something else. So let's look at the left word. Maybe I can do like a word that checks for lanky in some way, while getting more information. So like something ending in Y. ATTY would help place the T. Something like caddy. Is there anything that doesn't repeat a letter? Not that I can think of. There probably is something, I'm sure. Let's just do caddy. Okay, it's not lanky, so this got me more info than guessing lanky would have. There is so it's probably, I was gonna say it's probably an abstract word, but it's definitely not because of the yellow placements. So what is it? Doesn't start with T or C, and the A is pretty far out. Could end in like CAT or something. That seems strange though. And TAC also seems strange. Well, we can't put, oh, actually the T is either second or at the end. If the T was second, I think we'd have to start with a vowel because S is gone. IT or UT. I don't know if I like that. So I like T at the end. And if T is at the end, then A is either at the start or a fourth. I suppose it could be at the start. Like we could do it like an A, C, something, something, T. Does that make any sense? Not really. Or it could end in CT. Interesting. I don't see anything. Attic would have been a possibility until we narrowed that down. There's not two T's. Addict? Wait, addict. Oh, I guess addict has two D's. Yeah, that looks better. Darn, I thought I had it. Let's look at the right word. Oof. Could it end in like NAL maybe? Or what about lunar? No, there's no R. This is tough today. What else could it be? N at the start and then end in AL? Or like AL? Or, oh, inlay. Oh, wait, there was no Y. Oh my gosh, I already checked for Y. Oh, I got so excited about inlay. Darn it. That was a mistake. I'm just trying to get this done. It's got to be like Anilla? Or it could be ANIL? Anvil. Oof. Anvil. All right, what did that do? Place the A fourth. So T is either second or at the end. I feel like if T is second and at the end, then that forces C to be there. So that's definitely, well, there's not two T's anyway. I still like cat the best, but I don't know what would end in cat. Or maybe we can end in chat? No. Oof. What is this word? Okay, what if T was second? Probably we do AC. I don't see how this works. All right, we end in AT. There's a C somewhere. Ducat. Wait, that was the answer? I was making a Star Trek joke. Gold Ducat. What does this mean? A gold coin minted by various European nations. Okay. So it's an old coin. Good thing I made a Star Trek joke. Okay. Okay, well, let's move on. Fibble. Ooh, okay. We should be able to bring in something. Maybe I'll do like a AL word here. I'm thinking like rally. I was just trying to think if there was something that didn't repeat the L, but honestly, I don't mind repeating the L. Although chances are there is no L in the word, so maybe we should be a little bit more frugal. But I can't think of like a good. What if I did laugh? That seems good. All right, the A's disagree, which means there definitely isn't an L in the word. Okay. And then I'm thinking this is an all gray result. But because otherwise we got to bring in a B or an S or a second A, and then we also have to bring in a U and a G if we're going to do all the positive info. So like if we wanted A, H to actually be there, I need to bring in the U or the G and the B, S, or another A. Could we end in SH and then bring in the G or something? Like GA something SH? Oh, it's so close to being something. Wait, that has two lies. Right, I don't have to bring in something else from lat because I'm bringing in the A. Oh, right. Oh, I was thinking about that wrong. So I just have to bring in, like, I could end in SH and then that would be good. So something like harsh. Let's do marsh so we don't repeat the H. Marsh works. Okay. Wow, that A is just it's trying to fly all the colors. So one of these A's is lying. Okay, one of these two A's is lying, so there's no S in the word. Good to know. And then one of these H's is lying. Ah, so we have an X-wing here. Perfect. So none of these can be lies because that's one of the lies and that's one of the lies. So nothing else is allowed to lie in those two guesses. So there is an R in the word. Good to know. I am of the thought that there is no A in the word and there is no H in the word, and we literally just have none of our letters left. But is there a way that I can confirm that in a... So if I wanted to use the H again, that would be the lie for marsh. So I'd have to hit C and J instead. All right. Wait, what's going on here? So like use the R somewhere and then still end in H. And then still use an A here. Ooh, no, but then I'd have to move the A. Yeah, so something like this. But then, ooh. No, putting A fourth doesn't work because then both A's have to be lying. That's true. Interesting. So doing something like this would fulfill all the lies. I think I'd be forced to do something like that. R could be second. I could do RA something H. So like graph, but there's no G. Ooh, there might be something. PH or TH? Wrath. Wow, I actually found something that works. Wrath. Okay. So what did we learn? One of these two is lying. And one of these two is lying. Ah, these A's disagree. Perfect. We've proven that there is no H. Because otherwise these A's would have to disagree. So that H is the lie, which means there is no A in the word. Which means that A is the lie. And that is the lie. Yeah. Perfect. Now, the question is what's lying in wrath? I'm thinking maybe I did get the R second correct. We can't bring in the E. So I'd have to, if I wanted to keep the T, I guess I would have to use a W as well, which, like something like trowel, but there is no L, which is the problem. I'm not seeing a word for this. I mean, obviously the T could go elsewhere. But I would have to use a W. I guess it could be a WR word. And then like ending in T. Ooh, does that exist? I'm not sure that exists. We're certainly not doing WRT. And if I put the T here, that's two lies and okay. So I'm thinking the T is the lie. And I just need to do another word with R second with nothing else in common. So something like, I don't know, like OIN. I was thinking about groin, but there's no G. Is there something I could do better? I could do double O. I don't have to do the N, obviously. It just that's what came to mind as an option. Something like END? Trend? No, but trend wouldn't have a lie in wrath. Using the T here would actually be really nice because that would help catch more lies. Like a TE thing? Can't do wrote. Maybe I should have done wrote instead of wrath. Oh well. I don't see a word for this. I could do price. It's fine. Wait. Yes, I could do price. What? Came out of nowhere. I could just do the answer, I guess. Just, seems okay. Let's do connections. We're finding 4 groups of 4. Boring and mundane are similar. What else? Dull. Maybe routine. If something is routine, that could mean something similar. So let's try that. 1 away. Darn, not routine. Dry, maybe? Let's try dry. No, I'm just going to fail on this. All right. I guess we have to think of something else. Coffee and tea, hot drinks, cocoa. What else is a hot drink? I don't know. Okay. Trying to get a lock on something here. Mate could be a friend, or it could be like checkmate, like in chess. I can't think what else it would be, or like a partner, a friend. A bit, an act, and a set. These are like comedy terms. And a routine. Stand-up comedy things. Comedian's performance. Nice. Okay. So that got rid of routine, definitely because routine was part of blue, that definitely means that I was right that mundane and dull and boring went together. But what else means that? Because I tried dry. I don't know what else means boring. I guess I'm going to have to wait on that. Vanilla and cocoa. Huh. Are these like martini terms, like dry and twist and dirty? Or like alcoholic drink in general? Up? I think that's it. Yes, martini specifications. I was right. Amazing. I don't even drink martinis. All right. So dull, mundane, and boring definitely go together. These are the easy ones. Coffee, tea, and cocoa probably go together. So does that mean that vanilla? Vanilla means boring, right? Okay, that makes sense. Unexciting. And then cocoa, tea, coffee, and mate. I don't know why mate is with those. Drinks with caffeine? Mate. Huh. Okay. Well, how'd you do today? Okay. Cell tower. Number 640. Let's do it. Let's do a thumbnail. Should I use my actual phone here? That's fun. Topic, maybe. I don't know if I want to lock that in yet. But that puts X together, which is nice. Expand is neat. And wait, what would go SA? Save, I guess. So that makes sense. Topic, expand, and save. And then what would this be? Next, I guess. Ooh, unless seems good. This seems good so far. What do these do? LD and R. Oh, it must be a DR word. DRE? Dret. And then what would the L do? Like letter, or letters. One of these S's goes with letters. Sensible. I feel like this is all lock-inable. I need to figure out what this DRE does though first. What if we work over here? Your? And then what? Simple. Wait. Emples really feels like it should go together. Amples. There's another X here. Urgent. Wait, how would it actually be urgent? It couldn't be. Urget. I want to do drive, but it doesn't work. Become looks good. But then what is this? I feel like I made some kind of error up here, but I don't even remember what the words were. That's the problem with me doing it this way, is I just don't remember what the words were. What did I use this X for? Next? It makes sense. I like readily. 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 But then what's drev view? Oh, view. So maybe this DRE goes with something else. Okay. So this DRE needs something. So I'll have to reevaluate up there. And then RS makes no sense either. So I've made some kind of mistake. There's singe here. What could have this R? The problem is I don't remember what these words were. Foxes. Then this RA. Wait. Something's wrong. Okay, let's clear everything out. So what did I do? I did topic, expand, save, next. This DRE needs something to go with though. Let's see. What did I do? I did unless. This DRE needs something. I did view and I did readily. This is the problem. And I did let. What did I do? We did sensible. Oh, it could be sensibly. That would be good. Ooh, I like sensibly better than sensible. And letters. But the problem is now we've introduced to this problem again. Ooh, I like become. And now we get RES. That's nice. So something over here is wrong, but I think we're safe with sensibly, maybe. I'd like to start locking some stuff in just because I'm getting confused about what I've done. But how does this foxes work? Because it omits the A. Must be something else. Portals, not fort. This X is interesting. All right. I had done singe before, but that omits the R. So resign. I can't do resign. Resort. No, I can't do resort. There's an ing here. Resin? Just resin? Oh, then I have to do OU. Something is still wrong, and obviously this DRE didn't work out. Oh man. Topic. Does this seem safe? Topic unless, and then sensibly. And letters. Those all feel like super locked in. As well as expand, which does get us saved, maybe? Yeah. And next. Next feels like something that might want to do something else, but next. Ooh, did I do something different? Because now we get review. I think I added this D to something. Review, become. This is now filled in. Readily. I think this is safe to fill in now. Resin, maybe? Well, we won't fill in resin, but okay. We'll do topic, lock in. We'll do unless, lock in. We'll do expand. Ooh, would I want to do expanded? Savin isn't a word, though. No, so I won't do that. So we'll just do expand. Ooh, was it this D I used for expand? Saved. Yeah, expand and saved and next. And then that gets us letters here and sensibly. And then review and become. That can't expand, right? Become, no, okay. And then readily. That all felt good. And then we've got resin, but I don't know if resin's right. So let's keep looking. Let's see what else. So if I did resin, this feels a lot better now that all that's locked in. The problem is like, what's this F doing, right? I feel like it's got to do like foxes, but then raw doesn't do anything. Forest. Fora is a word. I don't know if I would use that. Cell Tower has a list of words that are generally words I know. I don't know what fora is, so. Is there a way to like bridge this gap? That would be way too many letters. Okay. Resin is a word. Orange or something? No. What the heck is going on here? This all felt so good. Darn. I feel like there's something wrong though. No, I got to use this resin. Okay. Forget? That's a fun. But then what's this X do? And what's this F do? Forget. Like that doesn't work. Darn. Could this F have gone with something else? I don't see how. Redlefee. I want this to be urgent, but there's no end. Can't do it that way. Temples, maybe? But then something ends in C, which is weird. Ends in EC? URGEC? No. Oh no. Maybe it's not temples then. If I did resin and temples, what is this FFORXA doing? It can't be split into more than one word because words have to be at least 4 letters. So this would be a word. Oh no. I feel like maybe I made a mistake in one of my lock-ins. They felt perfect though. What if it's becoming? That gets rid of the F and then we can do effort. Darn it, it's becoming. Yep. And resource. Yeah, now it's just coming together. Effort and examples. Wow. Okay, so just one mistake. Not too bad. I did become instead of becoming. Becoming feels like such a long word, but it is just it is at the limit, the 8 letters. We had a lot of 8-letter words, didn't we? We had that 8-letter word. Becoming. Resource was 8 letters. Examples was 8 letters. Readily was 7 letters. Wow, some long letters. 7. Review was 6. Okay. Yeah, that was a fun one. Thanks for suggesting that. I think it was Finland who suggested it. All right. Let's do Polygonle. Hexpert is enabled now. This repeats and that's it. 7-letter word. S maybe? What would we do here though? You know, maybe an ED word would be easier. Ooh, but not without maybe an IED? It like almost works, like pattied or something. I don't know. Okay, what else could we do? Like, let's look at double S again. Missers. Pissers. That worked. Okay. Huh. So the S was correct. I'm wondering if it ends in ES, but I also feel like doing S here makes a lot of sense. So, but then what do we put here? TS maybe? That doesn't seem good at all. I just thought of tassels. Darn it. How do you spell tassels? Is it like that? Come on. Hassles. Okay, that worked. Darn it. Okay, so there's an L, so it is E, and then the L, maybe it goes LS? ULS or OLS? It's just lessons. Okay, well, Hexpert solve in 3. It's always a little sad to get Hexpert in 3 because I could have just done my non-Hexpert starters and gotten it faster, but you know, Hexpert is its own class of stats. Should be, at least. It's not, but it should be. At least 56 words. It's not too many. A lot of I didn't even think about ing. Why didn't I think about ing? That works so well. I usually look at ing. Anyway, well, it wasn't ing today, so that's fine. All right, well, let's do the mini. Ooh, what do I do with first and last? Conic? Nope. Maybe it's an N. Then I have to put the C like there. I don't know if I like, actually, how do the C and N play well together here? I feel like we want like SC and then N. We could do scans. Nope. Maybe NAC then? Wait. Or not? Well, we know it's not a C, so maybe the N repeats here. Wait. That doesn't make sense. No, the N can't repeat there. So we have to swap the N and C. Am I crazy? An ace? Unaku? What? Oh, it's a K. Knack. Oh my gosh. Oh, it's a K. Okay. That's tough. That's a tough word. I like that. That was fun. All right, let's do Symble. Start with Blaze. What do I want to do? Just L second, but I'm trying to think. Maybe Sling. I think Sling is good. I think I usually do Sling. All right, so blue is yellow. So maybe we'll try an E here and then followed by an N. Ooh, maybe AN. Let's do Randy. Okay, A was correct. N was not. So it could be like it could be Sassy even. No, it can't be Sassy. But it could be ASSY. If there is one. Can't be Sassy or that S would have been green. Okay, maybe, it can't be Raspy either. What if it was GGY? Caggy? That tangy, no, it can't be NG is the problem. Oh, pesky. No, it's an A. Darn, for some reason I thought E was still open there, but it's not. It's an A. Tasty would work. Got it. Nice. That was quite limited. Ooh, 9 more days for 1,000 streak. All right. Fusele. Starting with... See, I'm not going to do tasty, just because the repeated T in the blank spot is just going to be super confusing. I don't want to do that. I could just put the TS here and do something else. Is there a word for that? Whatever. What do I want to get? I'm going to do enact to get the E and the A. All right, there's no E or A. Let's do crust. Unfortunately, that only gives us greens, so if any of those are yellow, we still don't know. So our first 2 guesses basically ruled out EA, and that's it. Now we have to repeat a letter. Pity has 1 T. Hurry and find a guest, I guess. All right, no U, R, or U. Could have been there. Ends in Y, good to know. So no U. Okay, so maybe like an ollie word. Let's try jolly. All right. Every time I've guessed jolly, it's like I've lost. But okay, anything but a real word. So we can't get the real word anyway. So what do we want to learn about? I guess we should roll out the ST. I guess we should find out if the I goes there, though. And then what would like go with that? Like an N or maybe a like a D maybe? Not too bad. Oh, no, I'm not allowed to guess the answer here either. But what is the answer? It's S. Ooh, S, not H. It's not spiny. It could be spicy. So what if I guess skate? Oh, skate is a K, not a C. Scote? It's not spicy. Darn, I'm probably going to lose. I told you, if I guess jolly, I lose. Spiky, I guess? I mean, it can be. Nice. Okay. Phew, didn't lose. Oh, that was a nail biter. There were so many, like the first 2 guesses gave me almost no info. And then I had to repeat a letter. Jolly, I could have done something way better. This was one of our best clues. And then this one really helped, the pure filler. But requiring me to do TE when it's not TE on the second to last guess, that was nasty. All right, well, I did win though, so that's fine. All right, let's do Don't Wordle. Start with kayak. A fourth again? Oh no. I don't even remember what like I came up with last time for this. I don't think it was anything great. I could guess loyal. Sure. It's an AL word. Okay. Midol, the medicine. Can't repeat the L even. I'd like to know what the answer is at least before I start undoing. Could be an EAL word like steel. Is something like, oh, we could do, oh, I was going to say we could do cruel, but that's absolutely untrue. Cannot do cruel. We could do cruel. So can I avoid EAL for at least one more guess? I don't know how. I could do like an I here, AL. Rival. Okay. So we rolled out all the REAL words. I still think it might be steel, so I'm going to avoid the STE if I can. So let's do an UAL word. Pupil. mean, it could be the answer. It's not good. Oh, there's a U. Oh no, there's one word left. And it always hides the keyboard. I really wish it didn't hide the keyboard so we could figure out what the word was. What is the word though? I avoided the S, I think as usual. Yeah, I don't think I guessed an S. So the answer is usual. So can I get away with just this? The problem is I could see how many EALs there are left. Steel will give me the S is the problem. How many of these were there? Not many, to be honest. There's 29 words, though. I have to avoid the U and the S. I can't repeat the A. I can't use the I or the O. Darn. I could use the E, though. Once I use the E once, it's gone. I think I might need to undo all the way up to kayak. My last guess can be pupil. So I just need 2 words that'll work that don't use the P or the U. And no S allowed at all. Using 2 E's would be nice. I don't know if that's a word like ennial or something, or ennial. The problem is I'm going to have to use a U. So maybe I would do pupil and then something with like UAL. Sorry, UAL. That's hard, though. Yeah, I'm going to undo all the way up to here and just not use the AL pattern. So what can I do here? I need a lot of words that have that A there, and I can't think of too many. We could do an AN word, I suppose, to start with. Or AT, or AC. It would be really cool to find an AC word. Or like an AO. Like, I could do, I can't do cacao, because I can't repeat the A. I could do cocoa. No, I can't do cocoa, unless it accepts that. Nope. Darn. Being able to end in a vowel that I'm also using feels really important. Just to avoid using up the consonants that can go after A. Is there an AX word? I don't think so. Borax? Does borax use too much? The R is sad, and then using up the O is sad, but I don't think I'm going to end a word with OA anyway. All right, let's do borax. And then, is there like a AI? Not that I can think of. IA for sure, but AI I don't think so. AE also doesn't feel good. So is there like an EA? Yeah, like an EA, and then a letter that normally would go after A but does go after EA is something I'm trying to think about. So EAK I think would be good. I just thought of bleak, but borax used to be. Something like clean. Using up that L just feels bad at this point, though. I can't repeat the A, or I do ahead. Is there like an E something EA? Or is there even just something like this? An X cat. Seems like a bad idea. An X man. What about EAD? The problem is, what do we start with? I could do need. Is that too many? Let's just do it. All right, got to think of another one. I feel like need was a bad idea, but let's keep going. I'm like running out of. Like IA, IAM or something, IAL. So I don't want to use the L, obviously. Or I could just do an IA like this. The problem is, I'm going to run out of vowels again. Can I use a Y somehow? Like only Ys? That would be great, but I don't know how. I have to avoid the L. How about an AW word? Can't use the S. Doesn't really help me use a Y, does it? Something like this is my only hope if I use a Y, but I don't see anything. This one's tough. Are there two words I can do with a U? Because I could do pupil, but then that locks me into the L. That's why I wanted to do it last. Because really there is only usual after, I guess, pupil, right? Unless there's like a U something something AL word other than usual. I don't know what one would be. No. So is something like pupa is a word if I save the S, but then I still have to use the S in the next guess. So I think people does have to be last. I don't know what to do here. I'm just sitting here. TW. Let's look at this. Or like an IM word, maybe. Something like imgim a word, or like I'd love to have like a UA word that wasn't close to usual to do last. I guess it would have to be UAL. I really don't see how there would be one. Trying to see if anything like rings a bell here. This would be great just so that I can use fewer letters. Something like Ivium, Isium, Isi. The A fourth seems to be the hardest result from Kayak. Maybe I should just start undoing Kayak if it's A fourth, because this is too hard. I just can't think of enough words that have A fourth. Just thought of Hyman. I'm going to undo. I'm going to use Hyman. What? Darn, it's EN. Okay, well, I'm going to undo both of these and we'll try again. I have to use the A4th because I'm out of undos, but let's try to be more careful with what letters we use. So how are we going to use our vowels properly? That is really the question, because I get one guess with O, one guess with I, one guess with E, and then I'm forced to use the U, which is in the word, and that tends to just force usual afterwards. Because like, how am I going to use a U start or third? Because once I use it second, which there are words for that, I can't use it second again. And Q is gone. Otherwise, I could do like an SQU word, like squad, like end with squad, right? Or squall even. But there's no Q anymore, and I can't undo the Q. This is like worst case scenario for Kayak, I think. What do we do? Yeah, so once I've used up the O, I, and E, how am I going to use the U twice? That is the question that I need to answer and then work backwards from there. Yikes. So I can do pupil if I want, but then I'm locked into like, and I don't get any more vowels. I don't get to use the A again. And obviously, usual is the only thing with this form, right? As far as I can tell. And if I do this, is there really nothing that does this without a Q? This is my major issue. And this is something I'm going to have to figure out now. On something, maybe? What even works here? What about a plural? Just save the S. I don't know. What is a word that does this? I wouldn't be able to do people, but I could do a different UA word. This is my best hope. Use something AS. I wish I could think of a word. Can't. Even with all letters available, I can't think of a word. So maybe not an S, maybe something else. Is there any word that goes UA like this without using another vowel? I can't see one. A UA like this without a Q? Usual is such an unusual word, despite its name. There's not words similar to it. I want to use the Q here so badly, and the Q is used up by kayak, which is normally good, but I should. Okay, from now on, if kayak A is green, I'm just immediately undoing that because this is ridiculous. I can't repeat the A, and so then I just run out of possibilities for vowels. My best chance is finding any word with UA like this that does not repeat the A. It doesn't use any other vowels. Anything without a Q. Not that Q would help here. And I can't check if words are words, because if I try to lock it in, I'll lose if it is a word. So needs to be something that I'm confident is actually a word. This is another issue. I could just, the problem is I'd like to know to avoid the letters that are going to go into the word. Otherwise, I just do what I can and get to the end and then hope that there's another word available. But I don't think there will be. Not unless I plan for it. And there's just nothing here. There's nothing here. I'm tempted to just give up. What have I guessed already? Borax, need, loyal, rival. Even better would be if it was an AL word, but that just looks like usual. Like there's nothing else that goes there. It feels like it has to be an unword and then a 3-letter word that it would actually accept. Like maybe it'll accept uncap. Let's just assume it accepts uncap. So before uncap, I need to guess a word that has like U here. And so the N, the C, and the P are not usable. And I can't use the S ever. And I can't use the L ever. So this is quite limiting. Yeah, I can't do tubal, right? Because that would end with L. Mural would end with L. I'm gonna take some notes here. So we are not allowed to. So we're gonna do. Let's just write it down here. So we're gonna do. I'll just write it out. What was I gonna do? Uncap. Uncap. My mouse handwriting is bad. All right. So we are not allowed to use the N, the the C, or the P. Okay. My next guess needs to use, and I'm never allowed to use the L, never allowed to use the S. Okay. So that's what we have so far. So what am I going to do for this fifth guess? That falls UA, does not use any of the other vowels, does not repeat the U, of course, not that we could, doesn't repeat the A. You know what's funny is Ducat fits if I can think of something other than uncap. We just learned Ducat in the Dordle. So if I did Ducat, what I could do other than uncap? Problem is uncap is the one that feels the most likely to actually be accepted. Ungag? I don't know if ungag would be accepted. That would be great, though. Should I assume ungag is a word? You know, I could, of course, go to a website that tells me whether it's accepted by Wordle, but I feel like that's a bit cheaty to me. Ungag feels like it could be a word, but also feels like it could not be a word. In terms of accepted. Okay, other than Ducat, what could we do? See, if I didn't do I could do human. Then I'm back to square one, though. I feel like uncap is like one of the best options. But now I have to think of a different word for this. HU something else? Hue. Like HURA or HU something AR. I can't check if any of these are words. It's a problem. I need to be confident it's a word, which really makes this harder. Ready to give up. I'm ready to give up. Oh my gosh, how long have I been at this? UA. All right, if I did Ducat, I need another. Okay, so if I did Ducat, then I need a different word here. So I can't use D or C or T. I'm allowed to use any of these other letters because it's the last guess. So, and I have to use the A here, right? So, and I have to use a U somewhere, not in the middle. So maybe like starting with U feels like the best thing to do, but I could end in AL if I need to. But I've looked at this. Because if I can end in AL, then I might as well just do pupil, not Ducat, right? So Ducat is because I don't know how to end in pupil. This is really unfortunate. I'll do an unword. Do we think ungag is a word? It doesn't feel like it. It feels like it could be. I don't know. Unpan? Unmanned? Like something can be unmanned. Is unman a word? I'm gonna have to just assume it is. It'll be a shame if it's not, but that's just how it goes. Unman. Repeating the N is nice. So now I'm definitely not allowed to use the L, the S, the M, or the N. Okay. So now I need to come up with 3 words, 1 for each vowel. So I could do like, let's start with the hardest vowel. Let's start with I, which I think is the hardest vowel. So up here I would do can't do rival. Can't do pecan. Repeating letters is going to be a savior here. Especially if I could do like a double I here, that would be amazing. But the N is gone, the M is gone. Like, what am I ending with IA? D is gone also, which is going to make things harder. Friar, I think, is a word. So that's what we'll lock in here, friar. The order doesn't actually matter because we're not going to be using any letters in the actual answer besides the A. So friar, F, R, A are gone. Oh no, sorry, F, R, I are gone. Okay. So besides friar, let's look at an OA word. Oh, and U is gone, obviously. Okay. Borax is gone. This is getting hard. Like, there's no letters left. What about like an OA word? Doesn't even look good. Like, the good letters are gone. I can use Y's. A Y. Foray. If I wanted to do foray, I don't even know if that's how you spell foray, actually. I'd have to get rid of friar. Wait, briar is probably better than friar. So let's do briar instead. Turn that into B. And then we'll cross out B and we'll bring F back in. Okay, so does that help me? I can use the F now. Did that help me? It's really the R that I want, but dozen is an E. I was just thought about dozen, but oh, I knew that this would be too hard. I should have just given up half an hour ago. Woven, like it's EN. The only thing I can think of with the O is to do woman and then find something other than unmanned, but I don't think that's gonna work. What else do I do with O? I don't even have things to end with anywhere. What would I do with the E? Like an X word, X. I'm out of letters. Maybe Ducat isn't good. I need something that repeats a letter. I need letters left. E something EA. I couldn't think of something like that. Darn it. I've learned my lesson about keeping that A. That fourth A. It's so nasty. Do I give up? I feel like I've given this the good try. I can't think of two words that both use U that don't use up too many of the good letters. I mean, I could erase all this and we could just try again. I just feel like I'm Sisyphus at this point. Sisyphean task. I thought of a rebar for the E. So if I save the R and the B for that, so if I did rebar, why am I doing lowercase? Rebar, that would be the E. I shouldn't write it there. I'll write it here. Thing is, the R is super useful. Right. And then what would I do for the two U's? Unman is still available, so let's just keep using unman, which I really hope is actually a word that it accepts. Unman. Repeats the N, which is nice. I'm not allowed to use the L or the S anymore because those aren't in our final guess. So now I need something with U second and an A here. Ducat is still available. So let's just use Ducat again, despite it using some really good letters. All right. So now what am I doing for the I? Pixel. No, I can't use the L. What was I using before? Fryer or something? That's the problem. Is there like a pipet? But like VIVA. Vigil? I can't use the L. No, I can't do this. I can't do this. So we're going to get it in two. We're going to guess usual, and I'm just going to give up. Oh no, I wordled. All right, well, let me know if you find a way that I could have done this. Really tough. In fact, why don't, yeah, I don't know. I think that's good for the video, actually. I hope you enjoyed this, despite this crazy don't Wordle. I should have undooed kayak as soon as that A was green. I've learned my lesson. I won't do that anymore. And if you enjoyed this, why not leave a like, subscribe, and a kind comment below.